Hi, I'm Helen from Singlot with another coffee break tip video. We've been talking a lot about tracking lately and how to analyze your results. And in that relation, I also wanted to talk about the Facebook pixel, or the Facebook tracking pixel as some people call it. You might not really know what it is, but essentially it's a way to add a little code snippet to your website that allows Facebook to have insight into the visitors on your website. This is great both to be able to track the people who come from your campaigns onto your website and potentially purchase, for instance. And it's also great to be able to build retargeting audiences that you can then use on your Facebook campaigns. Most of us using Facebook pixels might not think about the technicalities behind it, especially as we're mostly marketers and not necessarily developers. However, not having a functioning Facebook pixel can be really annoying and also very bad for your campaigns. And sometimes it's difficult to know whether or not it's actually working. I therefore wanted to tell you how you can quickly and easily check if a Facebook pixel is working, even if you're not a developer. So the first thing you want to do is install the Facebook Pixel Helper extension in Chrome. Once you've installed it, go to your website and enter the page or the landing page that you want to check and enable the extension. If the extension says that the pixel is working and firing correctly, that's great. If it says there's something wrong with it, we'll look at that later, how you want to proceed. You can also, from that extension, check if the events that you've added, so for instance, landing page views, purchases, add to cart, are also working correctly. If some of the events are not firing correctly, we also will look at that later. Sometimes you'll see in the extension two Facebook pixels. You might recognize one of the pixels as the one you're using and possibly not even know where the other one comes from. This often comes from when a company has used multiple agencies in the past and the agency may have added their own pixel and never removed it. It could also be the old version of the Facebook pixel that was used to create audiences, which didn't used to be the same one as the one for tracking purchases. Either way, chances are you'll want to remove one of the pixels that's not the one you're using. The reason for this is because if you have two pixels on your website, the tracking may not work correctly and Facebook may be a little bit confused. So if you see in the extension that your Facebook pixel is not firing correctly, you'll want to do some digging. In Business Manager, you'll want to go to Business Tools and then scroll down to the Events Manager. From there, you'll want to see the three options that you have in the left column and choose Data Sources. There, you'll see all the pixels that you have access to in the Business Manager. Remember that if you're an employee, you may not have been given access in the business settings to that particular pixel, so you may want to have the Business Manager admin give you access in case you don't see the right pixel. Once you see all the pixels you have access to, you want to choose the pixel that you want to have a closer look at. Once you've clicked on the pixel, you'll then be able to see the diagnostics. You may see that there was plenty of traffic up until about 15 days ago when everything all of a sudden stopped and there's no more traffic. That's an indicator that there has been changes on the website and the pixel has either been partially or completely removed, for instance. You may want to get in touch with a developer to have a look at this. Alternatively, you may see some error messages from Facebook, and most likely they will also give you an indicator of what's wrong. There's plenty of reasons why a pixel might not work correctly, and chances are you'll be able to see it in the diagnostics. You'll also be able to test the pixel from there and to do some further digging as to what is not working. Once you've made the changes, you will also be able to see whether or not the pixel is firing correctly in that section. If you see that over the last 3 or 4 days, traffic is back to normal, chances are everything is good. So this was a quite quick video about how to check whether your traffic is actually being tracked correctly by the Facebook pixel. I know that it was a bit more technical, but if you want to really run great campaigns, using the Facebook pixel is so crucial. If you have any other problems or issues that you'd like us to deal with, please leave a comment below or send us a message and we're more than happy to discuss it in the next video. Until the next time, bye bye!